Hello, it is Thursday, October 10th, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Thursday crossword, which means today we're going to be solving a crossword that may well have some kind of interesting, intricate, or surprising theme. And this intricate, interesting, or surprising edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Noah Bezanson, Henrik Koskinen, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster, the incorrigible Sheeler Beeler, the indefinable Charlie Paget, and the indecipherable Ray Grant. Thank you so much to the 6 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. They do, of course, keep this channel going. They make it a sustainable part of my daily work, and for that, I'm very grateful. Thank you to the 6 of them and to everybody who's a patron of the channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you'd like to become a supporter in that same way, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link where you'll find the bonus videos available to patrons and for benefactors like those 6, also the official Daily Solve coffee mug. In the bonus videos, we started the Boss Words Fall Themeless League 2024, so look forward to more of those videos if you're a patron. One of them is on the public channel right now. The rest will be on Patreon. And you can also support the channel by subscribing on YouTube. That is a big help. Liking and commenting occasionally. And then there's also that Daily Solve Discord chat server, a nice friendly chat community, also linked in the description field. And now let's get on to today's puzzle by Grant Burrows, who's constructed a few puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited once again by Joel Faliano. It's a Thursday puzzle. There will be a surprising theme. Well, it may be surprising. I guess we'll find out. Let's start solving. Right. Okay, we have... Are we going to illustrate something again? These are less symmetrical than the circles yesterday. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. We'll just solve it. Sight for a light bite. What might that be? Where might one have a light bite? I don't know offhand. A cafe, maybe? Major food... Oh, yeah, maybe it is, because a major food source animal could be a cow, so that could indeed be a cafe. Computing pioneer Lovelace, Ada Lovelace, often referred to as the first computer programmer. And like many Keats' works, are odes the official poetic form of the New York Times crossword, the ode. So let's see. Swerve wildly from side to side as a car. Fishtail? Is this not ode? Maybe it's... Oh, no, it's not. This is like many Keats works, so we need an adjective here. It doesn't say many Keats works. It says like them. So odic, they are odic. They are of the ode form. So there we go. And now we can say fishtail as to swerve wildly from side to side. Instrument panels are... let's see, Blank Park, I don't know. Blank Park neighborhood of Los Angeles. Echo Park, I think I've heard of. Let's try that. Sweatshirt style is... I don't know. Part of a pipe is... not sure about that either. Instrument panels. I want this to be dashboards, like an instrument panel on a car is a dashboard. Major food source animal. I guess cod. That's funny that I really would have thought, because cow really would fit there. That's maybe there's something to do with that circle. Like you change something from one thing to another. That's the kind of thing that could happen on a Thursday. But anyway, dashboards feels better to me for this. So I'm going to... see if that is correct. Burnt bit of brisket. An end? Yeah. Like tip and end of a bit of beef. Mind? I don't know. Cy Young winners, e.g. I think that's a baseball thing. A Cy Young award, maybe? Could end with an S. Confidently struts. Sachets, maybe? That works. Swahili honorific. Ooh, I'm not sure. What's an honorific in Swahili? I'm not sure off the top of my head. Legislative collectives. So people who pass laws. Legislative collectives. Hold on, I need to pause the video for a second. I need to sneeze. No, I didn't need to sneeze. I thought I did, but then it went away. Okay. Anyway, mind is care. You care for someone, you might know. You care for someone, you mind them. Sweatshirt style, yeah, still don't know. Part of a pipe is, I don't know. Educated insolence, per Aristotle. Wit, maybe? Educated insolence? You could sort of imagine describing that as wit. Part of a pipe. Anticipate. Oh, the bowl of a pipe in which the tobacco is placed. That could be it. Okay. Anticipate. Oh, you anticipate somebody's arrival. You await it. Mind. Cy Young winners. Oh, aces? Is that something maybe? I don't know. Maybe it is care. As in, oh, do you mind? Do you care if I do that? Yeah, you can use it in that way. So that's fine. So what are the legislative collectives? Oh, a hoodie is a sweatshirt style, of course. And bugs, perhaps, probably an S from here. Bugs. Could be something's at, like gnaws at, that kind of thing. You bug someone, you irritate them. Subject to damages. Well, it could be subject. You could subject someone to damages, or you could be subject to damages. So actually, it could be either one of those. So it could be a verb or an adjective. I don't think I know which it is. Legislative collectives. Oh, bodies? Legislative bodies? Is that all it is? Bwana, Swahili honorific. I mean, that sounds plausibly Swahili. Let's see if that works. Word on a nutrition label. Raced as away from danger. Fled, probably. Yeah, fat could be listed on a nutrition label. Subject to damages. Liable. Yeah, if you're liable, you're subject to damages. So, if, for damages somebody else has incurred because of your actions. Right hand, an aid is your right hand, your assistant, your aid. Lou Grant's wife on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Ooh, I'm not sure offhand. Edie, it looks like it might be. Twilight protagonist. Oh, Bella, I think is the character from Twilight. Bella, don't remember her last name, but anyway. Areas that are lower than their surrounding terrain. Dells. In a sort of kind of little valley. Indian honorific. I don't have that offhand. Like the femur among all bones in the body is the longest, I think, is the femur. Fountain of youth's promise. New life, I guess. It sounds plausible. Stopover. Druid, e.g. a pagan. A druid would be an example of a member of a pagan religion. Bugs, perhaps. Not sure. Lavishly regaled, in a way. These are both D's. Maybe that means this one will be a D as well. Lavishly regaled, in a way. I don't know. Trademark of deadpan stand-ups. Oh, dry humor. This having been able to be cod or cow, because this could be wry humor. You could imagine a stand-up comedian, describing their routine as being very wry humor. Could this be wells area? Yeah, yes. A well, like a water well, is obviously lower than its surrounding terrain. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch to describe it that way, but it's true. And then raced as away from danger, you flew from danger. Right. So washboards. Oh, yes. So in its sort of jug band, in a jug band context, you play a washboard. You run a sort of stick or a rod, across the washboard, and it makes a kind of rattle sound, and that's used as a percussion instrument in a jug band. A kind of that's sort of old timey rural kind of folk ensemble, and that would be a literal panel that is also an instrument. Wow. Okay. So I think all of these are going to work with D or W. Is that true here? Lavishly regaled in a way. I don't see that one with either, unfortunately. If you lavishly regaled someone, you. Okay, I don't know. What about. Now I'm really interested in this. Move forward resolutely. Yes, plod or plow. If you plod forward, you move forward resolutely. If you plow through something, you move forward resolutely. Do some gardening work. No, mow, mod, no, sow or sorry, sow or sod. There we go. You could sod the ground, put sod down, or you could sow seeds into the ground. What about this one? What lies before you with the something year, the new year, the no. Oh, something ahead, the day ahead, the way. Yeah, that's right. The day ahead or the way ahead lies before you. And then what about this one? Things listed on a wedding registry. Dates? No. On a wedding registry, you have things you'd like people to buy you. Maybe they're examples of specific things that would be common. What might be common on a wedding registry? I don't know. Things like silverware. I don't know. I don't know about that one. That's too bad. What about this? 3 letters might be easier. Dog leg terminus. A paw or a pad? Yes, yes. A paw or a pad. The pad of the dog's foot, or the pad of its paw, I suppose you could say. It sort of terminates in either of those, depending on how specific you're being. Fail to act decisively in the face of a challenge. Waver? No. Fail to act decisively. You dither, you wither. Yes, yes, that's it. If you dither, you kind of flip-flop between various options. But if you wither, you sort of just fold in general, and you don't really necessarily even make any decision. Okay. Oh, right. This is great. This is really good. So I'm choosing to put these all in as Ds just in case. The only reason I'm doing that is because it occurs to me that the puzzle might want you to pick one. Maybe there will be a revealer that addresses this. Blank Bay, neighborhood of the Bronx, Pelham Bay. Immortalized in the name of the film, The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, a great, great film. Lucy and Blank, 2022 documentary. I don't think I recognize that. Oh, no. Well, I haven't seen it, but it must be Lucy and Desi, referring to Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, the one-time married couple who co-starred on I Love Lucy, and were also business partners. Italian cheese. Asiago is a cheese. Long-time span would be an age. Landed is alit, like a bird alit on a windowsill. 1 of 3 in an SOS message. This is dits and dahs that make up Morse code. So there must be, I don't remember actually how to do SOS, but it must be, is it three dashes, 3 dots, and 3 dashes maybe? No. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, whatever. I think this is a dah. Syllables of laughter are ha-ha. And then melancholy musketeer is Athos. Is that Athos? Porthos? I think Athos. I'm not 100% certain, but let's check the crosses. Gesture of reassurance. You pat someone on the shoulder, you reassure them. Feeds on, if an animal preys on another animal, for instance, it feeds on it. Bugs, perhaps. Oh, spies on. I had this completely wrong. It's not to bother someone, although I suppose this might bother them. It's to bug them in the sense of record them covertly. Lavishly regaled in a way. Dined? Wined? Oh, yeah. Maybe it is that. Like wined and dined. You lavishly regaled someone. Oh, is it meant to be both? Are we meant to say wined and dined? No. Because this is a major food source animal. It's just, you wouldn't say cod and cow. That's not an answer to that. It's a singular clue. Okay, never mind. That would be a pretty good version of this puzzle too, though. That would be a good construction idea. Anyway, I'm flexible. Any, you might say. Any of the above. Toss out is to scrap something, to bin it. Scooby-Doo to Scrappy-Doo, I guess he's his uncle. And then a quiet period is a lull, a bit of calm. If someone goes hog wild, they runs amok. If one goes hog wild, one runs amok. There we go. Prefix with cumulus. This is a cloud. Alto cumulus, I think, is a kind of cloud. Not ruling out. Yeah, if you're open to something, you're not ruling it out. Old-timey medicines or tonics. You often see that in, I don't know, sort of 19th century medicine terminology. Essence, the pith, maybe? I don't think that's right. What makes a sticker stickier? An I? Is it just the letter I? If you add an I in the right place in the word sticker, you get the word stickier. I think that must be it. Essence, maybe it is the pith. Oh, that's surprising if so. Text massager. Editor? Is this not? Oh, it's not runs amok. It's runs riot. And this is an editor. Someone who massages a bit of copy, a bit of text is an editor. Okay. So yeah, this is pith. That's right. I'm pleased but surprised that worked out. Oh, and here's the revealer. Author's concern that when parsed as 4 parts provides a hint to this puzzle's theme. Author's concern. So does it involve D and W? Author's concern. So it could start with I if it's a sort of spoken concern, saying, oh, I'm concerned about this, but it could be just a concept that is the thing about which they're concerned. But I'm not sure. Oh, something about choice? Yes, because it's something about making a choice between those two possibilities. I don't know what the first part is. Sludge, ooze could be sludge. Speed is... Oh, to zoom. It's not a noun, it's a verb. To speed is to zoom. Private sleeping accommodations. A cot. Oh, right, like a private in the military would sleep on a cot. And then a big bird is an emu. Words to a betrayer. Et tu, right? Et tu, Brute is sort of immortalized Shakespearean coinage. And then big bird is an emu. We saw that. Okay, great. So what is this? Is there any way to involve D and W in this? No. Author's concern. When parsed as 4 parts, what does that mean? When parsed as 4 parts, I don't know. I can't see what this is. I'm sorry. Put 2 and 2 together, say, is to add up, I guess. There's a D. So can we get a W in here? No. Whistleblower Brockovich, Aaron Brockovich, about whom that film was made. Maybe it's not new life. Word choice. Oh, oh, that's great. Oh, what a shame that I kept myself from being able to get that by having Fountain of Youth's Promise wrong. So word choice, or W or D choice. We're making a choice between W or D, and that's a word choice. That's great. That's a really, really good, very silly idea for a theme, and very well executed. Actually, I still haven't solved one of them. I'm curious about that. Anyway, so what is this? Fountain of Youth's Promise. It's new. I don't know what that is, actually. Maybe it's not new. Stopover. Oh, yeah, maybe it isn't. Maybe it's an inn. Somewhere you stop for the night? No, that doesn't look right. Indian honorific. Oh, Sahib, maybe? Oh, it's not longest, it's largest bone. Yeah, it is Sahib. Okay. So, like the femur, it's not longest, it's largest. I mean, I guess it probably is the longest as well. Fountain of Youth's Promise. Renewal. Right. Wow, okay. So this whole... I had all sorts of things misleading me there. Anyway, bold, energetic, and ambitious type, it said. Arius? Is that something? I don't recognize that. I'm not sure what that is. Rich rock ore, like You find a seam of ore in a mine. Give but expect back is to lend. Oh, right. So this is, put two and two together. It's put in the past tense, which of course in English is the same as the present tense of that word. So I did yesterday, and then Aries. That makes more sense. So yeah, sort of zodiac thing. And then dance floor lighting option, a strobe light. Seems plausible. Not quite right is something's off. It's not quite right. Ungulate feature is a hoof. Ungulate animals are hoofed. Ungulates. Things listed on a wedding registry. A washer, like a washing machine? No. Dishes. Oh, dishes and wishes. Right. Very good. So the wishes, the things that you want, that you wish people will buy you, and then dishes actually is sort of similar to what I said about silverware. But yeah, you're asking for tableware, dishes. All right, well, there we go. Black, I don't know what that's about. Play opener, Act 1, okay. Strike 3 follower, you're out. So these are, and I'll wait to put this in until I look at the crosses, but this is sort of a stereotypical baseball umpire with this sort of stretched out, strike 3, you're out, that kind of pronunciation spelled out. And then black ice, oh, right, it's certain kind of, I don't actually know exactly what this is. Is it sort of ice with soil and things in it? I don't, anyway. Here we have sufficient informally is enough spelled out in a kind of contracted way. And then a collector's goal would be a full set of whatever it is. I don't know, stamps or coins or something. So there we go. Right, and then look at that. We've got W and D inserted into all of the circled cells. Very good. And actually, what I've just realized because of that makes this even better, is that WD is itself also an abbreviation for word. So this is even tidier than I had initially even assumed after seeing the revealer. Yeah, that is a fairly standard accepted definition of word is WD. So it's even better because it's a word choice, and we're putting sort of word into each of these. This is really great. So we've got, I mean, it's so, I love when puzzles do this sort of thing, when they can use one clue to refer to two different possibilities in the same space. I mean, it's really impressive because obviously that's an incredibly difficult set of constraints. A major food source animal could be a cod or a cow. Instrument panels could be dashboards or punnelly washboards. A dog-leg terminus is its pad or its paw. To fail to act decisively in the face of a challenge would be to dither or even wither. The trademark of deadpan stand-ups is wry humor, or you could say dry humor. If you raced away from danger, you flew or you fled, and areas that are lower than their surrounding terrain are dells or wells. What lies before you is the way ahead or the day ahead. And on a wedding registry, you might see wishes, and those might be dishes. To move forward resolutely is to plod or plow forward. And finally, to do some garden work is to sow or to sod. And there we go. Very, very impressive, clever word choice puzzle by Grant Burrows. Well done to him. I thought that was great. Hopefully you did as well. And it wasn't too, other than the sort of cleverness of the theme, it wasn't all too tricky for a Thursday puzzle. I think in terms of the cluing, it was, not on the tougher end of that spectrum, which is nice when you've got a sort of wackier theme like this. And there we go. That was the Thursday crossword. I'll be back for a themeless puzzle tomorrow. Certainly only one way to fill that one, I assume. But let's find out. Join me. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Thursday. Take care.